Hey fam, welcome again to another episode of G Mentions TV. Please stay tuned and keep it right here while we talk about fulfilling family roles. So, welcome back. Again, this is G Mentions. Um, I'm your host, the one and only G. But this is a simple discussion. It's about fulfilling multiple roles. So as we fulfill the role as a husband, we fulfill the role as a wife, we fulfill the role as a brother, we fulfill the role as a sister. We have these um, roles that we feel, from a deliberate relationship and also from a default relationship, right? Um, but I wanted to kind of discuss how these roles as a father, son, uncle, niece, nephew, sister, wife, husband, I wanted to discuss how these roles are important. Not necessarily, again, they don't compete. However, we don't constantly fulfill the role of an uncle. Say, for instance, you might say, well, yeah, his my sister has him, or I don't have to worry about him, or I don't have to worry about that. However, you may play a critical role in in that construct. Does that nephew have a a a house, a house with mom and dad in it? Is he lacking that, and are you that, for that nephew? I have nephews and nieces in different constructs as any other family. I always say, you know, um, if you think your family is dysfunctional, look to the right and look to the left, and you could probably find two more families as dysfunctional or even more dysfunctional as yours. Um, the Again, we're not really required to invest um, a lot of time in maintaining these relationships with our nieces, nephews, sisters. Um, However, um, and I'm speaking from experience. When that need arises, we should be mindful to fulfill that need, and be available, right? Um, to fulfill that need. A lot of times things come up. We're so used to routine and we're so used to our daily um, thought path that we forget about our normal routine, right? Check on the kids, check on the wife, check on check on the husband, check on the wife. So then once those things are done, we're like, okay, yeah, I'm good. But sister need this, or nephew needs this. Something happened. Something always happens, right? But then yeah, something happened, and hey, nephew needs you. Maybe he just needs some encouraging words. So just remember all the roles that you fill and what's expected of you. Again, that's not in a written rule as far as expectation, but you know how the flow of the relationship is going, and what is lacking and what is needed. I used to, I used to. I have an uncle. He he's he's a retired Army Ranger, Vietnam vet. And when I'm in his presence, sometimes when I'm in his presence, he'll use the word, hey, G, I gotta pull your coattail on this. Hey, I saw what you did. I saw what you said. I saw how you responded to your mom, and these types of things. Again, he's fulfilling the role of an uncle. Yeah, I don't require it every day, but if I'm in the space, excuse me, if I'm in the space with him, um, that's normally what I get in return is, hey, G, I need to pull your coattail, and I know exactly what they mean. Unc, what did I do? You know, because again, I'm a teachable person, and I mention it in my book. I'm just let y'all know I'm getting close to finishing it. But however, I have an awesome editor. If you have even thought about writing a book, I'll be more than happy to give you the name of the information to her. She's great to work with. A little bit on the book again. I'll get back to the topic, but everybody has a book in them. Everybody has some unique experience to share. I encourage, just like it was encouraged to me to write, I encourage everyone to at least write one book. But anyways, that's beside the fact. Get to the topic. The challenge and the great expectation of a someone filling a role as a uncle, aunt, sister, brother is when the sibling or whatnot does not have the support that they need from that spouse or from that parent. Some siblings turn into a parent role, maybe as, unfortunately, the parent passes away or whatnot, and there still needs to be some kind of guidance. Somebody still needs to take the lead for being the patriarch or the matriarch of the family, right? Big mama and granddaddy, they may be gone, but somebody has to fill that role. A lot of times that role is filled by an unwritten, it's an unwritten rule, but everybody knows, something happens in the family, that person is called, that person knows, that person is expected to fill that role. So just a quick blurb about fulfilling multiple roles as a family member. Just give you something to think about that I thought was kind of interesting, because we deal with so much in our personal lives. We focus on ways to, legacy building for our kids. We focus on comfort levels for our spouses. We project financially, and we project this and we project that. But that phone call from that sister, right? She may need you. She may need you in her life, or she may need you to interject with her children. And at the same time, I didn't really get into parents, but it's the same concept. Just remember, all the roles in your life must be fulfilled, and then you steer the ship of how to maintain and balance those relationships and what's being asked of you. All right, so that's all I had. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day and night, whatever this is that you're watching this. But please, another petition, please subscribe to the channel. I get asked a lot, hey G, how do I subscribe to the channel? Or how do I subscribe to something on Facebook? I'm gonna do a video on it. I think the expectation is you can go on Facebook, you can look at the video, and you can hit the subscribe button, but you can't. You have to log in go on to YouTube. But you have to log into YouTube to be able to subscribe. I don't have a YouTube account. Well, okay, I'm gonna ask you, do you have a Google account? Well, if you have a Google account, you have a YouTube account, because they're connected. If you do not have an account, hey, create an account. It's pretty simple. Log in, email, and that's it. You don't get junk mail, you don't get anything like that. And I always say, when you do subscribe or you hit that notification bell, you don't have to hit the option of where you're getting notifications every time I post something or someone else posts something that you subscribe to. But your subscriptions are very much appreciated, and you have a good day again. Remember to focus, flex, and drive. Peace.